He said he saw this great wall of something gray rising up into the sky, and it scared him to death.
Nobody knew it was coming. Absolutely nobody. Still have nightmares about a lot of things, including that.
80 years ago, on September 21st, a Category 3 hurricane came ashore at Bellport, and it had sustained winds of 120 miles an hour and waves 30 to 50 feet tall, and a storm surge of 13 feet. Hurricanes normally go 10 to 15 miles an hour, so it was very fast. That's why it was called the Long Island Express.
I was 6 years old at the time of the storm. Some friends of my mother's decided to have a small party. So we got there at noon time. It was very nice weather, and we stayed there from noon till 2 o'clock.
This storm is notable in that it was at 8 in the morning on the 21st. It was offshore Cape Hatteras, and it made landfall at 2:45 on the south shore of Long Island.
And all of a sudden, the wind came up at 2 o'clock, out of the total blue. Nobody knew it was coming.
There was no advanced warning because I guess the easiest way to say is the technology of the day didn't have any satellites for pictures.
I was 4, and we had a rainstorm in the morning, and there was a lull in the afternoon. The eye came over, and people thought it was over. And they went back down street shopping, and the sun was out, and then it turned around. They got the other side of the storm. My dad, during the lull of the storm, he got some phone calls to go down to the ocean to help the people get their vehicles out of their garages. He saw this wall of water. He said he saw this great wall of something gray rising up into the sky, and it scared him to death. And he drove back to Westhampton, the village, and then he had to get out and abandon it because there was too much water to drive. And he swam down Main Street. He said that the force of the water was so strong coming up from the south that it was pushing him up, his whole body up against the building across the street. My mother didn't know if he was alive or not, but then she came down as soon as the water receded, and she was very grateful to find that he was alive and standing in the garage.